We got our first look ahead to fall today as we're getting a little bit closer to August wrapping up. Meteorological fall starts in September and goes through November. So what are we looking at as we kind of look ahead towards the next few months? Well, we've been put on a La Nina watch. What does that mean for us here in Oklahoma? Well, it means we're going to have a little bit of a delay in that heat relief. You've probably heard a lot of people talking about early fall, nice temperatures. Well, we'll have breaks in between some of those warmer temperatures, but overall, when we typically have La Nina conditions here in Oklahoma, that's usually warmer than average conditions for the fall, and if it continues into the winter, and usually drier than average conditions. And for us with hurricane season kind of switching from kind of an in between a neutral season going into La Nina, it means we're going to continue to have more near average hurricane conditions. So looking at those fall temperatures, again, this is going to be valid September, October, and November. You see for a good chunk of the United States, we're talking about warmer than average conditions. So there will be times that we have cold fronts that move through that will drop those temperatures to being below average. But overall, as we look ahead towards the next 3 months, things are going to continue to look a little bit warmer. And if you look at the precipitation, you can see especially here in Oklahoma and areas back off towards the west, things are looking a little bit drier. Now areas like Florida, you can see may have a little bit more wetter than average conditions, and then areas in the Pacific Northwest, talking about Washington and Oregon, they may have a little bit wetter than average conditions. But here back in Oklahoma, as we talked about with La Nina, it looks like it's going to be hot and that it is going to be dry. Here's a current look at the drought monitor right now. As of today, you can see we have a little bit of drought now back in Oklahoma. But as you look at the seasonal drought outlook, this is going to be again through fall, so September, October, November. Areas in brown are where areas we're already seeing drought, and that's expected to continue. But then the areas that you see yellow, there's not currently drought right now, but they're expecting drought conditions to develop. So really not seeing a ton of that across Oklahoma. And that is good news. So even though those conditions are getting ready to change, we'll still talk about more fall colors. But if we do end up going into a La Nina year, we're talking about warmer and then drier conditions expected here in Oklahoma.